Hey there everybody, this is your friendly family neighborhood weirdo Cataclysmic making this video that I've been talking about making for like ever about my Minecraft build that I've been working on. I've been remodeling this, and I know a few of you have been hearing about this a lot, me talking about how proud I am of some of the progress I made, how good it's starting to look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this video, give you guys a quick tour, show you what I've done so you can have some oohs and ahs. So my current build I'm on right now, this is one of my oldest builds on survival mode that I've ever created, and there's a lot of stuff here. Right now what you're looking at is the above ground area, which really isn't the main purpose of this video, but I will, why not, give you a quick tour of it real brief, just to give you an idea what I have got going on up here. And after I do that, we'll get to the main event, and I'll go underground and show you what I got going on. So let's do it. I'm going to show you what I got going on. So you see here I got a lot of open space, basically a lot of untapped potential stuff I'm going to end up working on and filling up, seeing what I want to do with it here. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet, but I always like large open spaces so I can just throw ideas against the wall, see what I like, design it, feel it out. So anyway, over here you'll see I've got a couple different machines. I actually have a lot of machines for farming purposes. Just to get started here, I have here my tree farm, which hasn't really been working right lately. I'm not sure if it's because I've been gone a while and there's been an update where it doesn't work correctly, but I know they still have tree farms, so I'm going to rebuilding this from scratch to get it working right. But this was a really good machine. You could have put your seeds down there, a tree would pop up, pistons would push it down the line one after the other. These pistons push it down this line. I'd have this nice neat line of wood I could easily farm. Over here I've got a cactus farm, which is really cool. Very efficient, very simple, but works really great. I've got all these cacti up there. As they grow, they pop off pieces. They get fed down here into this chest, and I have tons and tons of cactus, or cacti, whatever. So next, going over here, this is a pretty common design you're going to see here for crops I can farm. I plant them, and then once they're all fully matured, like this one is pretty much at the point of fully matured, I flip this switch. Some pistons pop up, water flows down, pushes it down to the end here. This water flows into this hopper, which puts it into that chest for me. So I've got actually the same design in here a few different times. But just to give you a quick example, in case you're not familiar with it, I'm going to show you what it looks like. See, I'll come down here, straight down the bottom, and fed right into my chest, like I mentioned. You see them there starting to collect all the good stuff. And I would just put the switch down, water goes away. I grab my seeds, go back up there, replant them, and wait for them to re-harvest, or wait for them to remature again. So anyway, got my cocoa bean farm, very similar to that. They mature, flip the switch, they flow down, etc., etc. Over here, I've got a farm for seeds and flowers. Let me jump up here, give you an idea what it looks like. So it's kind of like with the tree farm where it doesn't seem to work anymore, either because there's an update that disables some of the features of it, or I just plain forgot how to use it properly, which is also a very real possibility. But also it used to work really, really well. Like the tree farm, I'm probably going to just tear it down, rebuild it, so I can remember how to do it, make sure it's still up to date and current. Got my carrot farm, same as that other farm over there I was talking about. Just some beets I gathered here that I'm trying to get matured so I can start proliferating them, excuse me. And right here I'm walking up on, this is a farm for pumpkins and melons. The design takes a bit of time to put together just right, but it works really well once you get it. It's quite cool actually because you never have to replant anything. The original design required that you put a timer on it so it automatically farm by itself. You wouldn't have to touch anything, which of course is great, but problem with that is with a timer, it takes up a lot of CPU power and it basically in general creates a lot of lag. So I built it, but decided to put the manual switches on it, these buttons. So whenever I want to, I can just pop it, and they'll all go straight into the chest that opposite each side of the machine here. Now, this machine is probably one of my favorite farming machines, because this one truly is automated. I don't have to do anything. This is a sugar cane machine. As the sugar cane grows up, in the very upper right corner here, that one is the last one that grows. When it pops up, it'll complete a circuit, which triggers the pistons behind it to push it over into the water and feed it into the chest. So it's all automated. I don't have to do anything. It does it all by itself. Next thing here, moving on. Here I have a nether wart machine. Very simple, very basic. You just saw one pop there. Nothing really much explained. It's pretty straightforward. As they mature and they're all filled up, I pop the button, they come out of the water, I replant, etc. This is my potato farm, same as the other machines I was telling you about. No need to explain that further and waste your time. So, that's the majority of my above ground area. I started doing some of the demo up here so I can be prepared for the remodeling that I'm going to be doing here eventually. Before I head to the underground layer, I'm going to quickly explain what you're seeing up here, because I'm sure a lot of you were asking, what the heck is that when I first started the video? So these are the various chambers for my mob farm. Mob farms are my specialty. I'm really good at them. I love having a great mob farm. The main chamber is this one in the middle. It's based on a model called the X Dropper. The X Dropper was presented by another YouTube user. I can't remember his name. I wish I recalled offhand so I can give him proper credit. But X Dropper is the best design for a mob farm. It works great. And right below it, I have, within the same structure in the middle, I have the traditional mob farm, so they're all linked together. And the right side, I have another traditional mob farm. It's several levels high, where the output, as you can see down here, the structure below it, it feeds into the same output for this main one in the middle. And to the left here, the big ooh wow factor here, all these nether portals, this is a gold farm. You can see there's a zombie pigman near the fence over there. Zombie pigmen drop gold as well as gold armor and swords, which can be smelted into gold. It's constructed through several concentric portals, and there's a hole in the middle that they wander into and fall into and get fed into a main mob farm. So anyway, now that we've explained the above ground stuff, let's get to why I made this video. I'm going to show you the remodeling I've been working on underground, the stuff that I'm pretty proud of and I think looks so good. And in case you're wondering, these kitty cats here, they keep away creepers. That's the main purpose. Creepers don't come near these guys, so I tamed a bunch, spread them around a little bit here and there. Currently, this is the entrance I'm using to go underground. That's going to change. I'm going to do something more grand and cool looking, probably a secret entrance of some type here, but I haven't decided yet because it's dependent on what I choose to do above ground here. So, for now, this is what I'm using. Here we go. Here it is. This is my main area. Consider this my study, my living area. You can see I've got my bed, carpet, pillars, bars, trying to make it look fancy smancy. Over here, of course, got my enchanting table and some bookshelves. I've got some chandeliers, trying to make it look nice. Over here, this is something that every experienced Minecraft user should have and be familiar with. If you don't, I'm going to make it very quick here. 2 hoppers, below them 2 furnace, 2 more hoppers, and a chest. Very convenient for smelting ore in large amounts, so you don't have to sit there and refeed it over and over again. You can put a bunch in there. Used for any type of smelting or cooking, really, for that matter. Very convenient. You just pop it all on top. At the end, you go in the chest. It's all down there waiting for you. So general all-purpose station for preparing things here. Then I show my bed. Now, these cubby holes off to the side here, these are my main storage areas. This took a lot of trial and error for me to figure out just right, to figure out the spacing and how I wanted to do it, because my main motivator for this remodeling job that I was doing was how cramped everything was. It felt very claustrophobic. And the main thing that was in the way of that was my storage. Like, I need more storage, but there's nowhere to put it. Everything's so cramped and tight, so this is really what got it going. So you see I've got these various cubby holes. At the top of each cubby hole, I've got these item frames, which basically sum up what's in each cubby hole. I've roughly categorized them a bit. And you can see inside of each, I've got these chests stacked up. So lots and lots of storage space in each of these. And a table at the end of each, a crafting table at the end of each, for easy processing materials and building, construction, etc. And what's really nice about this is if I do need more space, I can always cut back into that wall further back to make room for more chests. So each of these, and of course I've got an ender chest here, which I'll explain the purpose of that being right there in a moment. There's a less obvious reason for that. I'll explain a little bit here. It has to do with my mob farm. So those are my cubby holes, all my storage, all my stuff, and lots of stuff that I have. I got loads of stuff in here. So next base I'm going to come to here is over here. So a couple spaces here that I'm going to get into. I think I'll do the easy space here to explain, which is this one over here. I was telling one of my Minecraft nerd friends at work about this, and it wasn't something he was really into that he does, but I like to always do this. I like to have a room that I like to call my block dictionary or block index room. Essentially, what I do is every block that I have access to in the game, I'll put up on the wall so I can look at it. So basically, if I'm like, I want to make this space, I wonder what I want to do with it, what I want to make it look like, I can come in here and brainstorm and look at all the different textures and blocks I have to work with to basically help me come up with ideas about how I want it to look. And you can see there's a lot of empty spaces. It's not done yet. I've still got a lot more blocks to collect and craft and figure out, but it's something I thought I'd introduce because I think it's a really cool idea to always have that to help you brainstorm and help you come up with ideas for spaces. So anyway, next thing I'm looking at here is this right here. You just saw one fall. All that mob farms I was talking about earlier, all those mob farms, this is the falling point. This is where they all fall to their death. So you can see her in the glass and just watch them fall for entertainment. Whoa, Spider Guy, what's up with you, man? Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. So you can also see the design I went with here, the red brick and nether rack. I thought that looked cool. Now you'll notice here I've got this train cart and train tracks. The purpose of this is to increase production of the mob farm while I'm AFK. When enemies see you, like I go up here and I'm looking straight up at them, when they see you, they'll come walking towards you a little bit and actually increase the chance of them falling into the pit to their death. If I go in here and I go around over and over again, it actually have them start falling a little more often. So if I want to increase my production temporarily, I can do that. Wow, it's doing really good right now. I'm collecting a lot of stuff. Awesome. So anyway, I'll show you that real briefly. It's not that entertaining to see, but I thought you might like to see it. Get in here, turn it on, and away we go. Turn that one on. There we go. So anyway, something like that. Moving on. Let me turn this off. And there we go. Alright, so next thing I'm going to show you guys is the collection point for the mob farm, where everything falls to the bottom. I've got this pit over here just for that purpose. I'm going to jump on down there. Oops, ladder caught me. There we go. Water. So this is where they all fall and die. And when they die, I get their stuff. That's right. Give me your stuff, man. Belongs to me now. That's right. Gimme. Gimme. Alright, so they all fall down there. And the way this works is anything they drop when they die, there's actually hoppers below these slabs that are down here, and the hoppers will pick up anything they drop. And anything they drop, it'll collect into this chest down here. You can see I've got all this stuff, and it's very efficient because the way I built it. This chest, I can empty all this stuff here, and within 20 minutes, maybe half hour tops, it'll be full again. It's just that good. I get so much stuff. Unlimited gunpowder and other materials. And now turning around here, I mentioned the Ender Portal a little bit there. Or I'm sorry, not Ender Portal, the Ender Chest. This is for convenience for when I'm gathering this stuff. I gather all this stuff here. I put it all in the Ender Chest. Then after the Ender Chest is full, then I can fill up my own personal inventory. I go back upstairs, and after I empty my inventory, I can go to the Ender Chest that's adjacent there, empty that. It just makes it overall more efficient to unload all the goodies I pick up here. And here I've got basically just a hole in the ground I throw rotten meat into, rotten flesh, because I have so much I don't need anymore. It's just somewhere to dispose of it where I don't accidentally pick it up again. And nothing else really special there. But anyway, something else I would like to point out about this collection point is this is also an XP farm. XP farms are great because you use XP to use the enchanting table and enchant weapons and armor. And the way that works is, I'll go a little closer here. You can see I got these pistons pointed down with bricks at the bottom. If those pistons rise, there's water behind it, so this area will fill up with water. When stuff drops, instead of dying, it'll stay alive. So after it collects a bunch of guys, all the water, I'll put the pistons back down to get rid of the water out of the way, and then I'll just kill them, pick them off with a bow and arrow, and then collect the XP. So it's a really great way to just get lots and lots of XP built up there. So other than that, I think that's all I'm going to show you around this particular space. This ladder is nothing special, just to a random cave area, just nothing really that great to worry about there. Let's head back up there. So something really cool I've been working on that I'm excited to show you guys. So, what's that? What's that redstone torch doing? Yeah. No wonder. What is that? What is that? What do I do? Hmm. Hmm? That wasn't just there, was it? Hmm. Oh snap! We have a secret door. What secrets does it have? Hmm. Oh. Well, ain't that special? Lava. Do you like lava? I like lava. You likes? I likes. So I was kind of going for the whole Gandalf vibe here. You shall not pass! With this long bridge with the lava. I thought this was a cool look for the Nether Portal back here. This space took a bit of time to get done. You can see I used a lot of Nether brick here to give it the look I wanted, to make it as big and epic as I was going for. And I don't know, let me know what you think. I think I did it. I think it looks cool. I'm feeling it. I like what I did. Oh, it's a bit of gate I missed here. I'll have to fill that out later. So anyway, lava. Lava is a pain to work with. Alright, I'm done gloating at that. Let's move on to the next space. Okay, so we're back to my study. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my art gallery, which is over here. Every piece of artwork that's available in the game, I have it on the walls in here. It's all in there on display. So you can look around, look at every single piece of artwork that's available in the game. In the middle here, this box, this is where I have the dragon egg, the ender dragon egg, which anyone that plays this game knows is not an easy task to get. That guy does not go down easy. He is not a punk. He will put up a fight, so I'm trying to display it proudly. That was the best idea I could come up with for now, to put it on display without having it somewhere where you can accidentally touch it and have it go flying. So I might end up moving that at some point in time. Right now it's the best I could think of. So that's my art gallery. All the artwork available. Okay, so next we have this little space here, which is currently unused. I might find a use for it at some point in time. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with it. Over here is where I've got all my farm animals. Now, I do know there's machines and other efficient ways to do this with these animals, but I personally like to do it old school. I like to have them when they're just out. Makes me feel like a shepherd or something. So it's the way I prefer to go about it. Got my pigs, cows, sheep, and chickens. So next, this is my mine. I made a train track here to make it efficient to go from the bottom to the top. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to run down there so I can show you a couple stops I've made along the way. So this first landing here, if I go over here, I made a couple of prison cells. Because, hey, why not? Get on my wrong side, maybe I'll put you in prison. Maybe I'll lock you up here and forget about you. Come back and find your bones. So anyway, that's the first stop. Because, why not? Just because. Moving on. Oh, you know what I should have done? I'm going to send that railway cart to the bottom, so after I'm done showing you the tour, we can ride it back up. Come on. There you go. All right, so he's waiting for us. Oh, of course, straight to the bottom. I should have just wrote it down. Anyway, so here we are at the bottommost landing. Down here is nothing special, just lava, so that's where I can collect lava. Over here is a mine where I collect obsidian. I got a ton of obsidian over there. And to the bottom here, through these steel doors, is my main pit. This is the bottom level. We are just a layer or two above bedrock here. So down here, I basically just keep cutting in every single direction to gather minerals, as I have been doing it over here as well. Oh, didn't realize I did this. There's a lava collection point, that's cool. And I also have another level above this here where I'm doing the same thing. I'm just cutting in all directions, just to give you more options for gathering materials and whatnot. So that's my mine. Another ender portal for, convenience purposes. Let's ride to the top. There is not too much left of this tour, so hopefully I'm not boring you guys too much. We're almost there. Ta-da! So next I want to show you a couple rooms I have over here. This is my map room. All the maps of the terrain in the game. And I gradually, eventually will fill this up more and more, so it's like all the way from all these walls, from ceiling to floor. I gradually will do that. And you can see in here, like that right there, that green block right there, that's my base. You can see I've got a little dock there in the water in the ocean. Now you'll notice here over to the left, there's this square over here. That is my stronghold. That's where the ender portal is. And I've got a train line that goes straight to it, straight from my base there. So a train line all the way from there all the way over here. That took some time to build. So gradually I'll fill up more and more map squares of this room here. So heading over here, this is, let's call it my train station, I guess. This is where the train line goes to the stronghold I was talking about. This train line actually goes to a project that's not done yet. I was going to build an underwater like layer base area. I've gone pretty far with it. Let me quickly show you that. Grab one of these. Put you down here, and let's go. I should add more power rail to this. So it kind of corkscrews down here a little bit. I was thinking in the middle of this corkscrew I'd build something on display to look at while you're headed down. I just haven't decided what. I was thinking maybe I was going to do like a statue, but now I'm not so sure. So anyway, this is as far as it goes, as far as I've got. So eventually I'll keep going on this and build it down even more into the water, into a layer of water there once I get around to that. I haven't decided though what I'm going to put down there. That's the big question mark right now. It's like I already have everything in the base up there. Do I really need anything else down there? I'll just do it for looks, I guess. I don't know. So let's head back up here. Guys, I think we're actually just about done with this video then, so I hope you enjoyed what I'm doing here. I'm happy to take suggestions if you have ideas of something I could add. If there's any area here that I'm kind of like, I don't know, and you think, hey, you should do this, I'm down. Give it to me. I will give it a shot and like to finish what I'm doing here and continue to work at it. So I guess that is it, guys. Thanks for watching, and take it easy. This is your homeboy Cataclysmic signing out.